next stop here on the Sunrise Show, downtown Portland, right there along the waterfront. So this is a look from our Rose City Skycam, and we're showing you this because Fleet Week is back this week. It's actually been 3 years since we had this Rose Festival event here in town. And to celebrate it, Devon Haskins went down to the Willamette River. He's on board one of those ships this morning. Devon, I say good morning to you.
Good morning to you too. Yeah, we're aboard the U.S.S. Monsoor. This is the bridge. This is where basically drive the boat, I guess is this simple way to say it. Joined right now by the ship's commanding officer, Captain Garrett Miller. Appreciate you taking the time this morning to talk with us. When people come aboard this, what kind of experiences will you be able to give them? What kind of what will they be able to see?
Well, I'll tell you, this is it's kind of like Star Trek meets U.S. Navy. We are the latest, most technologically advanced ship that we have in the Navy. We're 610 foot long, 80 foot wide, 16,000 ton electric drive ship that gets out there and really knows what it's doing and does its best when we're out at sea. And we're just super happy to be here at the Rose Fest this year. I know it's been tough for the past few years to get folks out, and we're excited just to be here. I know I've been trying to come here for over 30 years and finally been able to make it. And many of our sailors, this is their first time here in Portland and experiencing one of these fleet fests like this, and it'll be a great experience for them.
What a great way to come to the city when it's pouring down rain for your first time.
Exactly.
Coming here 9:30 to 4:30. Basically just show up. You don't need any appointment lines. You just need to have your government issued ID. You need to have be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 to come aboard any of these U.S. Navy ships. Right. Just, I guess, first overall experience.
I think it's great. I think being able to, get out of the pandemic and be able to go and show America what two of our finest ships, the U.S.S. Coronado and U.S.S. Michael Monsoor here. Fantastic, very new ships, latest technology, latest state of the art, and really let people come out and see what their Navy's about, because that's we're about that. So.
Such a cool design to it, so that way it's limited detectable, right, by radar. Correct. I mean, that's why all those angles. It's one of those. It definitely stands out on the Portland waterfront. So it's one of the many ships from the U.S. Coast Guard, the U.S. Navy, the Royal Canadian Navy, and others that you can come here and see during Fleet Week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 9:30 to 4:30 are the tour times, or the tour hours. For more information, though, you can head to rosefestival.org.
And this is a look outside from our Rose City Skycam, downtown Portland, along the waterfront there where Fleet Week is playing out this week. It's been 3 years since we had those big ships here in town, but they are back. This is a Rose Festival event. Devon Haskins has been telling us all about it this morning, and he's telling us from on board the U.S.S. Michael Monsoor. Hey there, Devon.
Hey, yeah, we are on the stern of the ship, Michael Monsoor. This is the flight deck of the ship. Joining me right now, Christopher Jenkins, an operations specialist here with the U.S. Navy. So on board this ship as an operations specialist, what do you do?
I'm the guy that sits in the blue room. I'm operating the radars. So as you can tell, we don't have windows around the ship. So I'm the eyes behind the ship so that we can navigate safely out to sea.
That's kind of one of the cool things about this ship is like all the angles and whatnot. And I was up in the bridge earlier this morning, and it is really cool to kind of get inside the ship, not just to see it from the outside, but actually be a part of this from a civilian. I mean, just to see something you don't normally see. So for those people that are coming on board, whether it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, during the tour times from 9:30 to 4:30, as a tour guide, what are you going to show them?
We're going to show you a little bit of the flight deck. We're going to take you inside, and we're going to show you the memorial that we did to Michael Monsoor, so our ship's namesake. And we're going to take you through CIC, actually where I work in the giant blue room, and then we'll take you to the bridge and then bring you on back out.
How long would the tour last?
Tour lasts probably about 15-20 minutes.
All right, so all you need to do when you show up here, bring your government-issued ID, driver's license, whatever, and then also make sure that you're vaccinated against COVID-19. That's a U.S. Navy requirement before coming aboard this for the tour. So, U.S. Navy, why did you join the U.S. Navy?
I just needed something different. The job that I was working at, I just needed something more concrete, something that was more sustainable. So I joined 14 years ago and still doing it to this day.
Where have you been?
San Diego for the most part.
Oh, really?
But I've deployed to the Middle East several times.
All right. So Christopher Jenkins, again, one of the tour guides here over the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 9:30 to 4:30. You can catch a tour here on any one of the number of U.S. Navy ships, U.S. Coast Guard, Royal Canadian Navy. You can find all the details at their website, rosefestival.org.